Yo, what's going on YouTube, bro? In this video, we're going to be talking about specifically Stream University, the auditions for Stream University, and specifically the in-person auditions, I would say.
This is crazy, nigga. 20 fucking minutes. What the fuck? He dropped the Addy at 9. This is the line at 9:20.
And when Kai had those 3 days, and we're going to be talking about the problem that I personally seen when I seen everybody pop out for Stream University auditions, quit their jobs, their 9-to-5 jobs, to try to audition for Stream University, probably missed work, to drive out to whatever state that they had to go to go to Stream University auditions, just to not even go see Kaisenet. I think we as Gen Z has idolized not working the traditional job. I feel like as Gen Z, our generation started to branch out, do different things, such as social media, such as rap had already been a thing, but I feel like being a rapper has become like another thing that every person wants to do. Every person wants to scam. Every person wants to sell drugs. Nobody wants to go to college, work the traditional job, work the 9-to-5 life for the rest of their life. They feel like that's too boring. It's too normal. It's too routine-like. I feel like as Gen Z, we started to idolize being spontaneous, going to do spontaneous things. And I feel like as a rapper, as a streamer, as a content creator, you can do that. You can live that spontaneous lifestyle because your job is life. Your job is your life. Your job is just turning on a camera and making a video, or turning on a camera and being on stream. It don't seem like it's a job. It just seems like you're having fun, and then you're getting paid to have fun. You feel me? So I definitely feel like we have started to really separate ourselves from the traditional job, just being a lawyer, a doctor, working in accounting, being an engineer. I feel like it's more idolized to, try to be a content creator. Everybody wants to be a content creator. Everybody wants to blow up. Everybody wants to get the rise to fame, to start working their 9-to-5, to start just turning on a camera and just making a whole bunch of money. Everybody wants to do content. And it's like, if everybody want to do content, who gonna be the viewers? You know what I'm saying? If everybody want to make content, who gonna watch the content? Who's gonna watch us, y'all? If everybody want to make content, who gonna watch us? And it's a difference between like you making content, but you also have a backup plan. Like, see me? Yes, I make content. I'm trying to, get my big break. But I also got a job. I go to school. Like, I'm not putting all my eggs into one basket. And I feel like at Stream University, that's what everybody did. Some people quit their job to just go to an audition, and they didn't even get to see Kai. Didn't even get to step into the building where he was at. But you quit your job to go to try to audition, to be even, and you're going to audition to not even probably be picked. Out of the millions of people that tried to even go to the audition, he was only picking 120 people to go to Stream University. And then half of these people didn't even stream. Y'all was just trying to go audition to then start streaming once y'all got into Stream University. You weren't even previously streaming. It's like, what are y'all doing? You feel me? Sometimes we just gotta say, this ain't for us, and maybe let's see what is. Content creation is not for everybody. I feel like you really just gotta be somebody that don't give up to make this shit. Like, you won't stop. And you know you entertain it, and you know, like, you can get your break, so you won't stop until you do it. Like, if you're not that type of, if you're not in that type of mindset, if you just think you supposed to blow up overnight, then you in the wrong field already. Because most people don't break overnight. It takes years. Niggas be putting in years before, a video takes off. So it's like, y'all going to streaming university, haven't even turned on the stream ever. And if y'all did, y'all barely streamed. But y'all thought Kai was going to pick you out of the millions of people that could have been there. You quit your job. You didn't go to work. You called off for a few days. If you had to travel out of your state to go to this, to go to whatever closest audition was closest to you, probably took off a few days. You did all of this. You actually probably missed real bread that you could have been making at your regular little warehouse job, little retail job, little fast food job. You took off a few days, or you quit your job to go, not even go see the man, to not even go audition, to go actually be in the university. You stood outside in the line and just made a video. Like, come on, bro. Sometimes we just gotta be like, okay, maybe the regular traditional lifestyle that countless of generations have been already living isn't bad. Maybe, and it's not even like you gotta sit in a cubicle. Go fucking be a doctor, bro. Go find something that you're fucking passionate at and go do that. People be wanting to make content because it looks fun. You're having fun while getting paid. But niggas don't want to put in the work. You want the lifestyle, but you don't want to put in the work. Like, come on, gang. Everything come with work. It's not just going to be handed to you. You got to put some work into it. You got to actually put some effort, some thought, some prayers, some blood, some sweat, and some tears into shit before shit start to work for you. Basketball players didn't just get drafted. They had to put years of work into becoming a good basketball player to even get to a D1 level. Football players just didn't get, they got born with the talent, but the talent wasn't enough. They actually had to put in the work. Like, come on, folks. People don't, you not just going, motherfuckers be trying to skip the work and just go straight to the reward. Come on, folks. That's not how life works. You got to put in effort. You actually have to put in time. You have to grind. You have to hustle for the finer things in life. The finer things don't just come to you. You feel what I'm saying, bro? And I feel like Gen Z, we separated that. We want the finer things, but we don't want to put in the work. We want the finer things in life, but we don't want to put in the work. That don't equate. You can't want the finer things in life, but not want to put in the work. It's never going to happen. You have to be able to put in the work to get the finer things in life. You can't just not put in no work, but then think you just have to be blessed with a great lifestyle. That's not how that shit work, partner. That's not how that shit work, bro. Nah, unless you was born rich. That's not how that shit work, bro. That's just not how that shit work. But, hey, man, that's all I had to say about Stream University audition. It just showed me that, we have really gotten away from the traditional just working a regular 9 to 5. And you can work a 9 to 5 and make good money, bro. Just find something that you like to do. See what jobs are related to what you like to do. Look at which ones pay the most. And if you got to go to school to get that shit done, go to school to get that shit done. That's you putting in that time. Because you putting in the time, you putting in the work to go get those degrees. Once you get that job, you will start getting the finer things. You see how that shit play out? You see how it's everything that you want in life. If you want the finer things, that shit gonna take time. It's not just gonna get handed to you, folk. And I feel like we really start to separate that as Gen Z. I feel like we want the finer things, but we don't want to work for them. And that's never gonna. And that just showed me with Stream University. Y'all thought How you gonna try to get into a streaming university and you don't even stream yet? You've never turned a stream a day in your life. You never streamed a day in your life. But yeah, you thought you was gonna get into streaming university just because you showed up? Come on, bro. Hella people showed up. What makes you stand out? Did you even stream? Have you even like created a Twitch account? Why are you trying to get into streaming university? Like, come on, fool. That shit don't even make sense. Hey, man, if y'all enjoyed the video, though, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post in case y'all boys know I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one. Yeah.